any update on Tyson Forrester? Is he a lineup option for you tonight?
Yeah, he was probably with the trainers the next hour, so it'll be like a game time. Let's see how he does. You got a good feel, like there's a good possibility, but I always like to say, we'll wait 7 hours before we make a decision. Basically it.
Is there, outside of that, is there any other lineup changes, and who's the goalie for tonight?
Vladdy. And the four, like I said, it all depends. If they get lineup, and it depends what Tyson, if he plays or not for the other guys. So, yeah, defense will be the same. Yep.
I know we asked a little bit about Cam yesterday. What's your awareness, I guess, of just what he went through with a little bit of unpleasantness with the previous coaching staff? And have you seen him, did you guys talk about that all? And have you seen him be a little bit more free and willing to maybe play a game where he's just a little looser?
No, I didn't really talk about the past. We just kind of wanted to move on in the future. Like, you watch video. I talked to him quite a bit this summer. When I hired Reardon, Todd spent a lot of time on the phone with him, sending him clips, getting his feedback. But I think from the start, I think he had a really good summer. I mean, he came to camp in really good frame of mind, but also in good shape. And what I like, he's on the blue, and he's trying to make plays. He's just not deferring, and he's got the confidence. We're using him in all situations. So I think. I mean, he was the captain of the junior team. He was a leader then. He's done a lot of good things in his career. So, had a tough year last year. So I think he's just moved on from it.
Do you have any long-term concerns about the kind of minutes you're giving him and maybe some other guys?
Yeah, for sure. It's early in the season, but there is a time when you're like, we talked to Rears, and we're sensitive to it. It's tough to, most of the really good D play, 20 something plus. But you get into 24, those type of minutes. Yeah, no, we're aware of it, and we gotta make some other guys get some more minutes. We're talking about it constantly. So it's in the back of our mind. Yes.
Rick, yesterday you talked a little bit about Jamie's goal, where he activates down, ends up scoring.
Yeah.
Because he's way down. Now, right now, you guys are still in the process of sort of implementing everything you want the guys to do. But in terms of where you want this team to end up, do you want at some point the defensemen to be very active in the offense zone, or are you sort of envisioning a kind of mid-range aggressiveness, very aggressive? Like, where do you want this team to end up in terms of the defense being involved in the offense?
Yeah, I think to be a real good hockey team, you have to activate your D. But like I said, you have to take baby steps. Like we have activated our D, especially early in the season, and we had 4 guys down the net. Next thing, the other team has a 3-on-1. So that's a maturity thing. We got to, we have the other players have to understand. Yeah, we want activation. We want people to play offense, but we need people to go in spots to deactivate. So we're getting better at it. So I'm not saying. I think it's a little bit of give or take, but we do want to activate the D. We just got to make sure the other guys, participate if we do activate the D. We can't have 4 guys at the net, miss the net, and all of a sudden it's a 3-on-1, especially against this team tonight.
So some of that is also based on the forwards understanding what they have to do as well.
Well, it's and you got some young players, right? You got 4 in the rush. You're the 4th guy. You could be the forward. You got to kind of protect the D a little bit. You can't just go flying in there, right? I think that's just, that's playing a lot of, we've played a lot of 1-goal games, and it's actually good for us, how to play that. But yeah, but definitely we want activation. Like I said, Dreise's goal is a perfect example. He activates, he gets on the weak side, and he scores a big goal for us to tie Ottawa.
We talked a little bit about McDavid yesterday.
Yeah.
You know him pretty well. You coached the 4 Nations, and you saw him a lot in Vancouver.
Yeah.
What are the keys to just trying to slow him down a little bit?
Well, first of all, you got to get in good position to skate forward, somewhat, or the second guy, he usually beats the first guy, and you can't take a penalty. You can't hook and hold. The game is not. It's a better game now, so you got to get in position to get in front of them, and you need help. Whether it's wedge it up or whatever. It's hard to. I've seen it. Game after game, he's hard to. To shut down. But I think you need everybody to help out. Saying that, having the puck helps defend against, making him play defense, making them stop and start. I mean, I don't care who it is. That's any team you want, great players, you want them to make them stop and start. So, you try to muck it up a little bit too. So he's going to get his looks. He's just too good of a player.